So yeah, getting straight to it, today we're going to talk a bit of experience. I mean, a little bit of shoot that I did. It's not like I was hired to, by Mercedes to shoot this. A friend of mine actually called me to come assist and, come up with something for his cars. He buys and sells cars, so it's quite similar to the job that I do when I'm in SA. Since this is the case, I also own a channel, which is a Speed RSA channel, which actually focuses on automotive. I'm sure most of you do know it. So I'm like, okay, cool. Since, what you need actually benefits me in some ways, let's just go, let's work with the flow and see how it goes. And it was quite amazing because that happens to be the first time that I'm actually filming with the Lumix S1. Like official shoot where I'm actually behind the camera. It has always been, this YouTube type of videos and something random and normal stuff that I normally shoot, but this shot actually happens to be the main shot that I've actually dialed my hands or got my hands on the camera, went into the settings and all that. Straight to the settings that I used. I didn't want to get some crazy high footages, and at the end of the day my card will be full and I might not even be able to edit on my system. So I tried to go as low as possible. So I shot in full HD, which is 1920 divided by 1080 or so. I shot everything in 60 frames per second, 8-bit, even though I know it doesn't give me enough flexibilities and all that. I also shot in Vlog, so it was quite amazing. I was very much impressed the type of quality that came out from this, little beast. Like it's crazy because I didn't actually do much. So on the field, it was just the camera and a 50mm STM Canon lens, and also 17 to 40. I actually got it here. Let me show you guys. So yeah, it was just the 50mm STM, like I said, and this particular lens that I got here. I have a video about this particular lens on the channel, so in case you missed it, you can always check it out. So this is the Canon 17 to 40mm f4. I know it's not the best in low light, but guys, I'm like, whoa. So all along I've been missing a lot. I've been missing a lot. I've been shooting cars with different types of cameras, all the way from 90D, 77D. All the Canon EOS R. But it's crazy the type of quality that actually comes from the Lumix cameras. There's this touch of it. I don't get it. It's actually the lowest quality that I actually, because I know I do have a couple of frame rates and resolutions to shoot in, all the way to 6K. Like the 1080p was so amazing. Like you can see the colors, the details. I'm like, what is actually happening here? So even in the color grading space, I know it was 8-bit, but at least I still got the chance to do a bit of tunings here and there. With the type of quality, I was blown out, honestly. So when I got to the editing setup, I just opened my Final Cut and I created a project. I just edited it straight from 2K. So my timeline was actually 2K. I think, yeah, 2K. So the actual footage was full HD, and then I dropped it on a 2K timeline. If you can even zoom in 50 times or 100 times, you can still tell that there is too much details from this particular footage. I'm not sure how Lumix does it once again. I'm blown out. I was really blown out. So I was like, okay, cool. So if this is the full HD, how about the 4K? How about the 6K? What will actually happen? Which means you have tons of room to crop, zoom, and do all that shit. I didn't actually spend time in the editing room because I knew it was just a random footage. He's selling the car, so I didn't want to do anything massive or crazy, and the time was limited, and a few limitations, but I was so blown out what I actually got out of this particular Lumix camera. I think I uploaded a video on my other channel, the Speed RSA channel, but I'll also try and put it here at the end of the video. That got me thinking. I think the main purpose of this Lumix camera, especially the Mark 1 S5 and the S1 and the S1H and all those, the ones before the latest models, I think their main capabilities is they actually need you to be behind the camera. This camera is not a camera that needs, it doesn't need me to be sitting here and there's no one at the back right now. That is not what this camera is meant to be. Sitting here right now took a whole lot of time. I had to make sure I'm in focus. Right now I'm shooting, there's a monitor, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm really in focus. But when I'm at the back of the camera, I do have I do have tens of chances. I do have the ability and all sort of, everything is at my hands. So I do know what I'm doing. And that gives you a whole lot of ways. And it does the job, especially when you're at the back. But if you're in front of this camera, I think it's going to be a bit of a problem. So overall, the Lumix S1, I'm still enjoying it. It is a nice camera. If you want to pick it up, once again, just make sure you do know what you need the camera for. It's not a vlogging camera by any means. It's not, beginner's camera. It is, I don't know how to position this camera, but yeah, it is one of the great, amazing cinema all-rounders. And I also took it out for photo shoots. I'm also going to make a video about it soon. So subscribe, click, like, comment, and do all the clickings to stay tuned. So overall, I'm very much happy with the type of footage that I got. Before I sign out, the car is actually for sale. Once again, I think it's a 2007. I'm not sure. 2017, 2018, somewhere there. So yeah, it is for sale. It's in Ghana. So if ever you have an interest, there's a contact number at the end of the video. So check it out. Reach out on WhatsApp, call, holla, do all that. And we will give you all the necessary information that you need. So far so good. I'm still using, I'm still enjoying, and yeah, it is what it is. Thank you very much for coming, Lumix fans. Subscribe, like once again, and I guess I will see you guys in another video. Stay safe. Peace.
Negative state, nothing further, just take care of me in the corner.
Yeah. Smoking on my plums 20 times today. Are you celebrating with your friends? Okay. Buy the cup of trip with a friend too. Yeah. Keep on celebrating with your
Let's get it.
It's lit. Just take a look at the drip. You boys don't get fired in this. Roll a dope, yeah, I'm high as a bitch. Wait, it's lit. Gave that little bitch a little tip. Now she wanna suck on the dick. She wanna catch all of the drip. Pull up and I'm loading the clip. New bitch, yeah, stay on my hip. Niggas talking, they not with this shit. Catch a body, you might just get hit. But lately been all about drip. New designer, just look at the fit. And I just blew a bag on my bitch. You got clout, but you don't got the drip. You get money, that's some type of myth. I can blind you, bitch, look at the wrist. For that bag and I might take a risk. Don't get crushed cause you care about a bitch. Pass the Henny, I'm tryna get lit. Tryna get out my body and shit. Fuck around and start bodying shit. Remember nights we was starving and shit.